Ladies and gentlemen, the Orlando Magic have eclipsed the Minnesota Timberwolves as the best defensive team in the NBA, with big wins over the Los Angeles Lakers, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Indiana Pacers, and the defending champions Denver Nuggets. Those are huge wins over teams that are looking to win a championship this year. And because the mainstream media won't talk about them, we gotta show them some love here. But before we get to that, welcome back to another video here with your boy NBAADDICTTV, where we provide the latest NBA content on the tube. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on post notifications to not miss a single video. Now let's get straight to the video. The Orlando Magic are a special team, specifically their bench, one of the best in the entire league. I'm talking about first in free throw attempts, with about 10 attempts per game. They're top 10 in field goal percentage at 48%, top 3 in rebounding, top 10 in assists, top 3 in steals, and top 5 in blocks. We're talking about their bench, not even their starting 5 right now. And to get that type of production from your bench just goes to show you the type of coach that Jamal Mosley is. This entire team is bought in. They're bought in on having a successful year. They're bought in on being a playoff team. And I think that's the goal at the end of the year. The rebuild is over, and it's about time they stack up them dubs. They have way too much talent on this team, and I stand on the fact that Paolo Banchero is the most talented player to put on the Orlando Magic jersey since Dwight Howard. A contributing factor that I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about to the Magic having the third most efficient bench in the league is Gary Harris. Gary Harris has been healthy for one, and he's shooting the lights out of the basketball. He's actually shooting 45% from 3 on about 4 attempts a game, and God knows the Magic needs all the shooting they can get. And a huge shout out to Mo Wagner, man. He is nice, bro. He's one of the most underrated bigs in the entire league, I promise you. He might be the best backup center in the league right now. You could count on him giving you productive minutes anytime he touches the floor. He's actually having a career year with a career high 11.7 points per game. He's shooting 62% from the field and 36% from 3 on about 2 attempts a game. This brother can hoop. And another player I have to show some love to is Goga Bitadze. Y'all remember that photo of all the reporters surrounding Zion when he first entered the league, and nobody, I mean no reporters, asking Goga Bitadze any questions? Not one. I love that he didn't take any of that personal, or maybe he did and he got in the lab, and he's really carving out a legit NBA career for himself because he's been so important for the Orlando Magic while Wendell Carter has been out. I'm talking on the defensive and offensive end. Now, he's not no elite shot creator by any means, but he can post you up and go get a bucket. I don't think people are talking about this enough, but Goga is averaging 1.5 blocks a game, and despite how dynamic Wendell Carter is on the offensive end, he's never been known as a shot blocker. So when he does return, the Orlando Magic are going to lose quite a bit of rim protection. But I guess you deal with that when the time comes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing the type of player that Jalen Suggs will develop into. He has been averaging 12 points per game on 43% from the field and 33% from 3, but it's the 2 steals a game that makes him so important. The defensive intensity that he plays with makes him a nightmare to deal with for his matchup every night. I know the Jalen Suggs doubters in their feels right now. Okay, so the scoring punch that Cole Anthony continues to provide off the bench has him as my favorite for 6th man of the year. He's another guy that helps keeping the defense honest by stretching the floor for the Magic, and he can get hot and end up with 20 points at the end of the night. I think he has finally embraced that 6th man role, being that flamethrower coming off the bench, and he's doing a damn good job at it. But most importantly, what has really elevated this Orlando Magic team is Paolo Banchero has been shooting the lights out from 3 after a rough start to the year, but clearly he has been in the lab working on it because he got that 3-point percentage up to about 45% on about 3 attempts per game. Now that's impressive because that's been Paolo's one weakness on the scouting report. It says sag off Paolo when he's at the 3-point line. Now if he steps inside the arc, that's when you press up on him. But what I've noticed that Paolo has realized is that he is damn near unguardable when driving to the rim, and we have seen a lot of that this year. I mean, the guy is 6'10", 250 pounds. He came into the league with the NBA ready body. However, for young guys like him, you really have to take that next leap as a player once you embrace the physicality of the NBA, and he has done that. You can tell he has worked on that being a major part of his game because his improved touch around the rim has him finishing at a 72% clip. That's way higher than last year. But what's crazy about this Orlando Magic team and their 10-5 start is that both Markelle Fultz and Wendell Carter have only played in 5 games this year. 2 major pieces in their young core, and yet they have still found success early in the season. Now I do believe Markelle Fultz will fit seamlessly back into the lineup, but my only worry is Wendell Carter, because we did bring to light that Goga Bitadze is a far better defensive big. But with Jamahl Mosley, I do have faith in him, and having the option to switch offense for defense will be a great tool further in the year. I also want to bring up, despite their early season success, Franz Wagner has had a down year from an efficiency perspective. That just goes to show you the abundance of talent on this team and the phenomenal coaching job that Jamahl Mosley has done so far. I do want to give some love to Jonathan Isaac, who has severely been struggling with injuries throughout his young career, but thus far this season he has been great on the defensive end. Even though his offense has been lackluster so far, he is still showing promise of being a really good NBA player. And I know what y'all been waiting for. Yes, Anthony Black has been damn near just like I predicted. I am on the record saying that the Orlando Magic should have not picked Anthony Black, but that was for offensive reasons. We all knew what the Orlando Magic need to add to continue to get better, and that's shooting. Anthony Black is shooting 25% from 3 right now. I mean, what are we talking about? Now, if you wanted to add defense and shooting, you could have got Cason Wallace, who was still available. Not to mention that they drafted Jett Howard, who has been a non-factor so far this year when Jordan Hawkins was still available. That's crazy to me, but I digress. The Orlando Magic are going to be a playoff team, and once they are a fully healthy team, scoring 100 points alone will be a difficult task against this Magic squad. They are currently the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference, and don't be surprised if they hover around that spot all year. But with that being said, guys, let me know what you think of this video and the Orlando Magic. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on post notifications to not miss a single video, and I'll see you on the next video.